Hello everyone, it is I, Blue Kobe desu. And those of you who understand Japanese, こんにちは。私の名前は Blue Kobe です。よろしくお願いします。Um, Today I have another random JJK talk for you. And if you don't know what the abbreviation is, that means I'm going to talk about characters. And I guess I'm going to start a series of me randomly talking about characters from the JJK anime slash manga created by Geke Akutami. And I have been watching the series for a while, and I'm already caught up to the current arc that it's already currently airing right now. I know the manga is a bit further, but we'll get to that. Then I will have a warning, a trigger warning, or a warning. There will be spoilers, and there will be a mentioning of some violent things. And I want to let everyone know that it is okay to leave whenever I start talking about the thing that is going to upset them or make some discomfort when I talk about this character today. And if you've probably read the title, then you know where I'm going with this. So, let me just move on and show you my presentation. And I'm actually going to start off with the actual form that this character is. But I will say who he is, even though if you read the title, oh well. Well, I'm just saying it anyway. I'm going to next talk about Ryomen Sukuna. Yes, the king of curses himself. And just for a little history, he is actually inspired by the myth that he was based on. Well, there are some differences between a mythical version, a Japanese mythos of Ryomen Sukuna, and the JJK's version of Ryomen Sukuna. But there are some differences. But he is based on that. But I will say of the mythical version of Ryomen Sukuna, depending on what story they're going to tell you. Like, historians or people will say that he was a murderer. He went and pillaged villagers to, I guess, not wanting to reign under the emperor's or the shogunate's rule. And other places say, or other people say, that he was a hero that defended them from a spiritual dragon. I believe it was from the book on Nihon Shinbo, which is probably one of the second oldest books in Japan. So, but this time, I'm talking about the JJK's Ryomen Sukuna. So I'll give you a little history on him. So, and I've done my research. He is from the Heian era, where the golden age of Jujutsu was prominent and prospering, and curses were buttloads of the plenty. So, and yeah, he was a really, really bad person. And let's just say, the stuff I'm going to talk about will contain spoilers from somewhat of the manga, but I will also try to reframe those manga spoilers and pretend to the anime that he is in. So, in the few moments that he is in. So, I hope you will enjoy this. So, to give some context, within the first season of JJK, he got incarnated into the current world of Jujutsu Kaisen, or the present, by the main protagonist or character, Yuji Itadori, or Itadori Yuji, however you want to say him, ate one of Sukuna's fingers to help another character named Megumi Fushiguro. And he got incarnated, which, with everyone else, is a very bad thing. And pretty much, Yuji became his vessel. And he didn't always looked like Yuji. No. He was way different towards the beginning when he was alive. Or he was, I guess he used to be a sorcerer, but now he is a curse. One of the strongest curses in all of JJK. So, um, he used to actually look like this. This is from one of the covers of JJK. Or it was from inside the book of chapter 117 of the Shibuya arc. Well, this is when the Shibuya arc was going into hot. It was way in the middle, I believe. I am currently still caught up in the manga, so I wanted to get that context in there. And we'll do something like this. Okay, so in this iteration by Akutami-san, this Sukuna has 4 arms and 2 legs and 2 faces. Yes. And but in the mythos version of Ryomen Sukuna from Japanese mythos, he had 2 faces, 4 arms, and 4 legs. Yeah, crazy. And actually, Sukuna was super powerful. He couldn't be exercised like a normal curse. His power was fit into 20 fingers. I guess, 4 arms, 5 fingers. Adds 20 when you have 4, 2 pairs each. And pretty much has been scattered all throughout Japan. And if I get my answers wrong, or my research wrong, I'm sorry. Just wanted to clear that out. And one of those fingers happened to be at Yuji's, I believe it was his original high school before joining Jujutsu High. Well, Yuji. Well, I can talk about him in another video if you guys want to. And pretty much 2 of his classmates from the occult club pretty much summoned Sukuna, or no, they summoned curses by opening up the finger. So, yeah, it went full circle from there, and the story's history. So, story short, Yuji ate the finger, and also it was commented by Akutami, or in a Q&A that he did, about it, of what Sukuna's fingers actually taste like. They taste like soap. Yeah, this is from Geke's words, not mine. Now I'm surprised that they even thought to have a taste test. Or just his... Well, I know they're, like, been long dead. It's been, like, a millennia since he's, like, quote-unquote been dead. Well, now he's been incarnated, and now, we're all... most of the characters are all screwed. So, yeah. But, currently, let's see. It currently looks like this. Yes, I know he looks like Yuji, but hear me out. This is because Yuji is Sukuna's vessel, currently. Well, not currently, but at the time he was Sukuna's vessel. And I will get to more on Yuji if you guys want me to. And, I question a lot of how the animators did this. Like, like, the anime I know was made by Studio Mappa, but oh jeez. They made, like, okay, in the original, like, dude got spunk, the dude's got some tights. But this? When he's in Yuji's body? Holy! I'm guessing every person out there is simping for a 1,000-year-old curse inside of a 15-year-old's body. Yep. Yuji's 15. I'm hoping we'll get that age up soon. Oh boy. But, there are some key things to know here. Um, he has very much, um, he has very much a good amount of knowledge, like a millennia's worth of knowledge on Jujutsu. And basically, with his hand-to-hand combat, it's through the roof. I would say he perfected half of the freaking moves he's even managed to pull. Like, I'll give an example. Like, when he fought against Megumi and Megumi's Muet, he pretty much had his hand in his pocket looking like a Chad and basically dodged all of it. Bro's got some spunk. Aside, he's a really, really, really old man. I'm not trying to butcher Sukuna, but damn. Damn! And, he will resort to any means necessary to get what he wants. And by that, I mean in the, episode 5 of Jujutsu Kaisen, I hope I'm getting 4 or 5 of JJK, he pretty much ripped his hostess heart out. And said, I could live without this. But Yuji, he can't. Or, in his words, the brat can't. And I loved how he just casually threw the still beating heart to the floor, while casually eating his third finger. Yes, prior Yuji did eat 2 curse fingers within episode 1 and 2, just to let you know. And that was actually his third finger, since he had to beat up a finger bearer just to get it. And it was just a one-sided fight. So, I do know some lines from that too. What do we got? Oh. Or, Sturuka. I know some from that episode. I've watched that episode so many times, it's like I remember almost the entire scene. 俺とお前だったぞ。いいぞ、特急。頑張れ、頑張れ。嬉しそうだな。褒めてやるか I'm still trying to remember the longer ones. いつかいだ。教えてやる。ほんのべつつのいいもの。Oh, and here's the kicker. You got his most powerful domain expansion, including his curse techniques on top of that expansion, a level-less shrine. Or, if you're wanting the Japanese translation, Yoritsu Tenkai Sukuna Mizutsu. And, oh, this is not an ordinary domain expansion. No, my boy Sukuna be special here. His domain expansion is, quote in the manga, is almost like you're painting on air without a canvas. That is what his domain is like. It is firmly planted in reality. There's no bear around it, no nothing. Anything gets destroyed within a 200-meter radius. Or, if you're not within those matrix, about 600 feet. Yes, 600 feet. And if you're in there, you're sliced. You are done. Because his 2 main techniques would be dismantle and cleave. Dismantle basically just cuts anything with the lower cursed energy, and cleave is just depending on how strong the cursed energy of the opponent is. It can either slice and chop up the opponent as it so wishes. While in Malevolent Shrine, he can probably just add both and you got a combo. Oh jeez. Oh, and then you got his innate domain, which Yuji already experienced that when he was dead. So, well, partially dead. Even though, I will repeat in Sukuna's words. I hope I'm getting this right. Give me a moment. 私はまだ死んでいない。心なくなったのもいい。つまり、私はまだ死んでいない。And, pretty much, I'm not going to go into a full explanation of the whole fight between Sukuna and Yuji. Basically, it was kind of one-sided. And, pretty much, they 2 secretly made a binding vow. And, it was kind of Okay, so the binding vow that Sukuna is making in Yuji was that if he chants the word extension, or enchant if you're reading the manga, that he will have 1 minute within Yuji's body. And second was for Yuji to not even remember the binding vow even being made. Yes. But Yuji didn't apply to that. And then Sukuna, I'm gonna quote the English dub since I don't know the Japanese version of this yet. He stated, and I quote, "During that minute, I won't kill or injure anyone." Which, that just sounds sus to me. Like, there is no way Sukuna wouldn't want to just kill anyone. Like, right towards when finding the curse, the finger bearer, when Yuji asked Sukuna for his help, he wanted to kill Megumi first, and on top of that, wanted to also hurt Noabara during that time too. So, he's not above having some crazy ass tactics. But also, Yuji, oh wait, he also implied, adding onto that before the binding vow was made, was that if Yuji can beat him in a fight, then the contract will be made, or the binding vow will be made. But if Sukuna wins, then the binding vow gets made. And also it states that if doesn't matter what happens, if the binding vow is broken, Sukuna would have been punished. He'll be punished for the vow being broken. And it was pretty one-sided. So, yeah, Yuji got his ass kicked. By Sukuna. Except Sukuna didn't have to lift a finger. His dismantle did it for him. So, yeah. And there was also another interesting thing about Sukuna, is if Sukuna wasn't, like, there's about thing with, I think I'll fast forward to the Mahito arc. Like, if anything were to enter Yuji before Sukuna was there, then I guess nothing would happen. But if after Sukuna had been in the vessel and something else tries to invade it, then he will instantly destroy it. Because I'm pretty sure he does not want anyone cramping up his crib. Cramping up his style. And pretty sure Mahito got that treatment twice. Once while trying to enter into Yuji's soul, which he has two, which include, well, two, meaning Sukuna's was in there. Oh, a good thing, I have a picture to represent that. Moment, and, haha, this is one of them. I can only, say partials of of the line. And this is what he would say to Mahito. I don't know the whole thing, I only know passages of it. And then later on, after he was like, "Oh, I like to have a laugh with the brat. Then you come in here into my domain." Well, I'm just abridging it, because I don't know the whole thing. And then he says this afterwards, when he kicks Mahito out. Well, I guess it was before. And that was nice. Like, I love that scene to the death. And then again, I can credit Mappa for the lighting. Bro, he makes him way more intimidating than he is. Than he already is. I think give him some devil props. Dude. Also, I'm gonna call it a kimono that he's wearing. I believe this is like, it's like similar to a women's kimono. Like, with it being like more airy in a way, especially when he has his two other arms. So, but since he's in Yuji's body, he doesn't kind of have that until he gets his full strength back. And, ho ho ho. And he also said he wouldn't give Mahito a second chance if he tried coming into the domain again. Since, oh, it's gonna be not so nice when he does. And when he enters it again, when Mahito enters it again, he has this to say to him. Nikyo night. Oh wait, no, hold on. No, I missed the line. Hold on. Hitasu nido wa nai to. And fatally injures Mahito. Oh ho ho. He was also in the cuts of having a little interest in Megumi. I wonder where this comes in later on. And I would believe that would happen during the death painting arc. I hope I get this right. Because he was now more interested in Megumi than he was earlier. When he was actually witnessed, well, he was going to witness sacrificing his life for Yuji to come out. And at that point, Megumi was going to summon Maharaga, one of the most powerful Ten Shadows techniques within the Ten Shadows. But it didn't, and Yuji reverted back to his own body, but he died in the process. So, yeah, no heart, no living, so. Yeah, there are, some other things, but, I know it's going into manga spoilers, so, I don't know how that will work out, but I'll probably make a part 2 with this Sukuna for the manga spoilers. Well, I know it's gonna get animated into the Shibuya arc, so I'm just gonna leave that a little off with the anime. And also, this was also with the Goodwill event of spanning out and insulting Yuji, because he pretty much laughed at Yuji when Yuji wanted to save Junbei, another character, since it didn't go well. When and pretty much Yuji didn't know how bad curses can get and how not like so much mischievous but vile and disgusting they can be. And pretty much that with while also fighting Junbei for Yuji was the moment that he realized neither Sukuna nor Mahito ever even cared. Sukuna does not value human life. He values nothing but himself. He is a misogynistic, selfish asshole who will want to murder people for his own selfish benefit and entertainment if so fit. Like, bruh, he took that much interest with it, especially evident in this photo here. And I'm also say the corresponding line to it. いい。それでいい. And I dang well know that he will do anything for himself and only himself when time comes. That is how crafty this dude is, and I'm so happy Geke Akutami has made such a good villain. I'm not saying that all the other anime villains are bad, but this is this is Sukuna breaking the whole, oh, let's conquer demons type trope. Yeah, he's the demon that nothing's gonna stand in my way. Like, let's take for example Naruto's Kurama, where like he befriended him later on in the Naruto Shippuden series. With freaking Sukuna, it's like, nah, I ain't being your friend, bud. I'm sorry. I'm doing this for myself and only myself. I don't care about you. And he even would call the people I referred to episode 1 of the anime maggots. He's like, where's the women and children? And like he would call the people maggots, the weak people maggots, since he honestly does not care for any human, any life in general and only cares about himself. So that is how good of a demon character I think that is. Of the, like, Sukuna has broken that trope, and JJK has done a very good job with it. But I also want to point out the amount of other crap that's been spat at him. Like, people have been calling him a fraud and all that stuff. I'm like, fraud Sukuna or something? No way. I am not allowing that. I'm not allowing that to be said. Like, I will, like, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I will defend Sukuna, especially within the latter half of the manga. I will make a part 2 if you guys want me to, for Sukuna and the manga spoilers that are to come, because it will dive into the Shibuya arc that is getting animated later on this year, which actually in the next episode is coming out the 7th, I think, as far as I know. But we don't know until the episode comes out. And like, Sukuna will go into crafty means to get the job done, and he will do anything and all things to get what he wants, especially because he has a secret plan in mind, and that is probably will be world ending. And it was said by Akutami, he is akin to a natural disaster, in his words, and I quote, akin to a natural disaster. He's like, oh, I don't know, maybe a tsunami, or earthquakes, or tropical storms. The whole shebang of all natural disasters, volcanoes, all the shebang. This would be Sukuna. All the destruction in its wake, destroying everything in its path. Nothing, if anyone, will survive. But with Sukuna, it could be if any and all life would withstand it. Especially Sukuna. So, I will say my first little preference of Sukuna, bruh, he may be a millennia-year-old, but damn, he looks hot. Like, hello. Dude's hot. I've seen a buttload of awesome fan art of this, of characters like Sukuna and Toji, as I mentioned earlier. Oh my god. Like, Babata's so good with, like, muscular characters, but damn, they make them look good. Like, bruh, they get the expressions down pat. Even some stuff is like akin to the manga. Holy! Like, even if some stuff weren't in the manga before, but like it's in the anime, you got yourself a bonus. Like, bruh, Sukuna be ballin'. He be ballin' to get that whatever secret plan it is. So, I'm well, I'm just going to leave it off here. If you guys want me to make a part 2 of this random JJK talk of Sukuna or Ryomen Sukuna, then you can leave it down in the comments. But as always, if you like the video, you can like it if you want, and you can also share it with your friends if you like and wish. And be sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified for every time I upload. As always, be sure to subscribe. And as always, this is Blue Kamidatsu, and I'll be signing off on my duties. So, Poyo, my Poyo gang. Bye.